ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second annual Windsor Phenomenal Women's Award. When we began this last year, it was a pandemic. Therefore, we didn't have the opportunity to have a official ceremony for last year's women. So I'd just like to take a moment before we move into this year to recognize the phenomenal women of last year. And if you are here, if you would please stand. I know Professor Deborah Archer is not here. She is the president of the ACLU in New York City now, but she's a Windsor High School graduate. Last year's winner also was Nuchette Black-Burke. She is not here either. The Reverend Dr. Davida Forth Crabtree. Mrs. Lynn Gillette, and I think Dana is there. That's First Church of Windsor Senior Pastor, Pastor Nicole Grant Yuckman. And Desiree Primus, who moved to Manchester. Well, good evening. How appropriate this evening is being held to observe phenomenal women in our town as the month comes to an end. But don't let that serve as a stopping point for the phenomenal women we experience every day. Moms, sisters, daughters, Madeline Albright, Stacey Abrams, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, didn't know I could say that, did I? Laverne Cox, Oprah Winfrey, Meryl Streep, Ketanji Brown Jackson, and many more. And those we recognized, we honor closer to home, like the last year's winners. As we continue honoring the celebrating of women in our community this evening, and in our lives and around the world, in one of her most well-known poems, Phenomenal Woman by Maya Angelou, a phenomenal woman herself shares a beautiful message, and that being Castella Copeland, a phenomenal woman and my vice chair. She will read the poem by Maya Angelou. Cassie.
This is called Phenomenal Woman. There are just a few women in the world who I believe represent in entirety the essence of the wise, well woman persona in human form. Maya Angelou is one of these women. To honor and pay tribute, here's her poem. Pretty woman, wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size, but when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me. I walk into a room just as cool as you please, and to a man the fellows stand or fall down on their knees. Then they swarm around me, a hive of honeybees. I say, it's the fire in my eyes, and it's the flash of my teeth, the swing in my waist, and the joy in my feet. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say, it's in the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breasts, the grace of my style. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hand, the need of my care. 'Cause I'm a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me.
And before I go on, I just want to recognize Senior Pastor Nicole Youngman. She thought she was going to get missed over because she was casually late, but she was also one of last year's winners. The poem challenges conventions, stereotypes, and societal beauty standards. Instead of encouraging empowerment and confidence in one's own skin, Angela reminds us that a woman is more than the sum of her parts. She is magnetic and is also capable of defining her own beauty. And dare I add taking care of business. As you all may know, I just love most of the women in this room and out in the world because I'm a mama's boy. So I have to give a shout out to my own phenomenal woman, my mom. She will watch this and she'll say, why didn't you mention me? On your party, sister. I would like to ask this year's women to stand up that we are recognizing as phenomenal women of Windsor in 2022. Would you please stand and let us give her a round of applause? And you may be seated. And no slapping. All right, and we will proceed with our awards, and to start us off will be Castella Copeland.
All right. We're going to start off with the women officers of Windsor Police. So we're going to start off with Lieutenant Michele Neary. Lieutenant Neary has served the town of Windsor for almost 25 years, joining the Windsor Police Department in 1997. She has served as a detective, sergeant, and has been in her current position as lieutenant overseeing the police department's support services since 2016. She has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Westfield State University and a master's degree in criminal justice from Western New England University and in public administration, Westfield State University. Please welcome Lieutenant Michele Neary. Next up we have Detective Nicole Albertie. Detective Albertie joined the Windsor Police Department in 2016, serving our community for 6 years. She was promoted to detective in 2020. Detective Albertie works for the Windsor Police Cadets and serves on their board of directors. She is a Windsor native and holds a bachelor's degree from Central Connecticut State University in criminology with a minor in psychology. Yeah, we're gonna do the all the girls. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Just got a couple more. All right. Next up, we have Officer Finik. Officer Finik joined the Windsor Police Department in 2020 and is currently in our patrol division. Officer Finik recently joined our police department's recruitment team. She is extremely talented in photography and is putting her skills to work to benefit our department. Officer Finik graduated with highest honors, President's List and summa cum laude honors from Thomas College in Waterville, Maine, with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. Next up, we have Officer Shani Grey. Oh, Shani, thank you. Officer Grey joined the Windsor Police Department in 2020 and is currently assigned to the Patrol Division. Shani previously worked as an educator for children with special needs. She is a Windsor High School graduate inducted into the Windsor Hall of Fame in 2018. Shani holds a bachelor's degree in sociology from Virginia Polytech Institute and State University, and a master's degree in marriage and family therapy from Capella University in Minnesota. Awesome, we got 4 more. Excellent. All right, next up we have Officer Shania Presley. Oh, Shayna, sorry. I saw the two together, I was like, ah! Okay. Shayna, thank you. Officer Shayna Presley joined the Windsor Police Department in 2014, serving our community for over 7 years. Shayna is a graduate of Windsor High School and has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from St. John's University. Shayna is currently assigned to the Patrol Division. Next up, we have Officer Lauren Mayhew. Officer Mayhew joined the Windsor Police Department in 2018 and is currently assigned to our Patrol Division. She is part of our Regional Crisis Negotiations Team, responding to critical incidents throughout the region to resolve critical incidents involving the potential for serious injuries or death. Officer Mayhew holds a bachelor's degree in education with a minor in psychology from Westfield State University. Alright, got two more awesome people here. We have Officer Denise Bracero. Officer Bracero joined the Windsor Police Department in 1999, serving Windsor for over 22 years. She serves as one of our department's youth engagement officers, working as an educator and mentor for our town's youth. She is an integral part of our Juvenile Review Board, which provides an alternative path outside the criminal justice system for minor violations of law. She has served as a school resource officer and continues to work with our elementary and middle schools as a resource for educators and staff. All right, and finally, we have Tyra Taylor. Officer Taylor has served the town of Windsor for 10 years, joined the Windsor Police Department in 2012. She is our department's community relations officer, acting as a liaison with business and civic organizations for our community. She coordinates most of the police department's outreach programs, including our community block parties, National Night Out, and Coffee with a Cop. She also started a Thanksgiving dinner program for those in need in our community, preparing and delivering over 60 meals to residents in town on Thanksgiving. Tyra has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from the University of Massachusetts Lowell and a master's degree in public administration from Anna Maria College.
Thank you. Stay strong, stay safe.
Thank you. Thank you.
They ready? All right, congratulations, ladies.
Yeah.
Our next Windsor phenomenal woman that we will recognize is Miss Ashley Austin. Is she here, Augustin? Yeah. There she is, way in the back. You're supposed to be up front. I know. What can I do, girl? You know better. She ain't ready. Ashley Augustin started her journey in Windsor a few months ago as the newly appointed Chief Diversity Officer and Director of the Center for Institutional Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion at Loomis Chaffee School. I wanted to help students develop a higher sense of empathy and what healthy relationships look like, explained Ashley. If we can get to the core of what healthy relationships look like, students in the community will feel valued, and this will ensure that their voices are heard. Ashley and her team have worked relentlessly to prioritize the recruitment and retention of talented students from a range of socioeconomic, racial, and ethnic backgrounds. Attract a diverse and talented faculty and staff that reflects the student body. Develop programs that enable all students to reach their full potential such as connecting students to annual student diversity leadership conferences, nurture the cultural, celebrates, respects, and appreciate differences. Ashley began her career in education as a Teach for America Corps member in Chicago and Gary, Indiana, where she served as a math teacher and a health and wellness instructor. She says, I decided to be a part of Teach of America because I really was passionate about educational equity. Ashley moved back east and joined Uncommon Schools, a charter school in Brooklyn, New York. She served as 11th grade dean and piloted a computer science program, partnering with Microsoft Technology Education and Literacy in Schools, which brought in 2 computer engineers to work with the students. Ashley holds a bachelor's degree in mathematics from Dartmouth College and a master's degree in secondary education from Johns Hopkins University. She recently completed a Klingenstein Fellowship at the Teachers College, Columbia University. Ladies and gentlemen, our next phenomenal woman of Windsor Award winner, Ashley Augustin. Did you want to say something?
Thank you. I'm truly humble, and this is such an honor. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Rewind the show. Wow. Did you all want to say something? I can get your hand. That's why I was asking. Did you want to?
No, we're good.
She's
Thank you very much.
She's good.
All right, and the next woman we are going to recognize is Karen Jordan. Oh no, I just got awesome things for you. So Karen Jordan is the owner of Jordan Florence, which by the way is down the road, love your flowers.
Yeah.
And this has been the business for 19 years at its current location at 10 Palisado Avenue. Beginning in 1992, Jordan was located at 244 Bloomfield Avenue. Jordan Florist is a family-owned and operated shop committed to offering only the finest floral arrangements and gifts with friendly, prompt service. Karen was born and raised in Windsor. Her father was in the police department for 34 years. Both her father and late grandmother shared a love of florals. Years ago, her father would drive by the Snellgroves and tell his young daughter, "You're going to work there someday." That's exactly what happened. Karen started to work for Sid Snellgrove while in high school and after graduating from Windsor High School in 1975. Karen has a deep passion for the floral industry. She notes, "I drive to Boston every Wednesday to the floral market. 4 o'clock in the morning. Here by 10, I handpick all my flowers." Regarding the experience of being a florist, Karen explains you definitely learn on the job. It's hard work. It's very stressful because everything is timed. Weddings on time, funerals on time. People walk in and need an arrangement. You've gotta like it. You're on your feet all day. It's tough. She says with pride, "I've got a great staff." That's important. Karen loves Windsor. Previously, she was a member of the Windsor Junior Women's Club, and currently she is a Chamber of Commerce member. Karen and her husband love to go boating during their free time. And 3 words that describe Karen: optimistic, passionate, hardworking.
I was telling Karen, I've been a recipient of many of her bouquets, and I just love them, and they last so long. I just like,
That's right.
you know, they last like 6 months. The water turns stagnant when I come home after a trip, and they're still living. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next phenomenal woman of Windsor winner is Marilyn Boehm. Marilyn with her husband Al, Marilyn Boehm, has lived in Windsor for many years. They raised their 3 daughters here and have been active in the community in many different areas. Marilyn is a retired pediatric physical therapist who worked in both the Windsor and Hartford schools and with the Connecticut Birth to 3 system. In the last several years, Marilyn has been involved in refugee resettlement efforts for Syrian, Iraqi, and Afghan families. Marilyn is grateful for the many actively engaged women in Windsor who contribute to making this an extraordinary community, and she feels is sharing this honor with them this evening. Marilyn Boehm. Marilyn, did you want to speak?
Marilyn, you want to say anything?
Thank you.
All right, next we have Masuda Vohra, I think is her name. Masuda Vohra is the vice principal and upper school coordinator of the Medina Academy, Connecticut's first accredited full-time Islamic school for grades pre-K through 12. Medina Academy is a 2019 Bridge Builder Chairman's Award honoree. Ms. Vohra is certified as an elementary teacher and has both a master's degree and a 6-year diploma in educational leadership from Quinnipiac University. She has worked at schools in the United States and abroad. Ms. Vohra was a teacher in Bridgeport and Milford Public Schools before she came to Medina Academy, where she has gained experience in sections across the school, including leadership, human resource administration, teaching, and upper school coordination. No matter the place or role, working with children gives her the utmost joy and fulfillment. However, she feels her Medina students are truly special.
Tonight, so we will graciously keep the award for her, and then we will get it to her later on. Thank you so much, Cassie. Our next phenomenal woman of Windsor 2022 is Marcia Hinckley. Hinckley has always tried to help people believe in their own worth and recognize the gold inherent in others regardless of our differences. Growing up in a de facto segregated Flint, Michigan, being female and experiencing the effect of the feminist movement, attending the University of Michigan during the heat of the Civil Rights Movement, teaching at L.P. Wilson in the late 60s all gave Marcia plenty of opportunities to learn about inclusion and exclusion. Windsor's openness to difference was a significant reason Marcia and her husband Sam decided to raise their children here. While raising their 2 daughters, Marcia taught pre-K music and volunteered as a Girl Scout leader, member of 2 Windsor Quality and Diversity Committees, the Historic District Commission, Grace Episcopal Church Program for Clover Street Schools, and the Windsor Historical Society. In 1991, Marcia researched and wrote her master's thesis on the history of the African American in Windsor. And since then, she has passionately built on the Life Expanding Project. She taught English at Windsor High in the 90s, got a Master's of Social Work degree in 2000, and worked as a Hartford School social worker until she retired. With others, she created the Windsor Art Center, where art welcomes all people. Marcia is also immersed in Grace's vestry and committees, and is exciting ventures at the Windsor Historical Society. Marcia cherishes her fortunate life, a wonderful husband, 2 phenomenal daughters, fantastic sons-in-law, incredible granddaughters, great friends, amazing colleagues, and she is grateful to live in Windsor, a place that however far we still have to go, inspires and celebrates the embracing of compassion, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, Marcia Hinckley.
You can tell I'm really old.
Yes.
incredibly lucky that we have Judge Washington and his commission that really celebrate what matters to Windsor, and that's diversity, inclusion, and justice and equality. Yes. So, and he celebrates it and inspires it. So thank you.
All right, next up we have Florence Barlow. So Florence, or Flo, Barlow has been in volunteer mode since her son was in elementary school. Initially found in classrooms and Little League snack bars, she moved on to support countless other Windsor organizations as the years went by. Whether as a member, board member, or officer, Flo brings limitless energy to her volunteerism. I can tell you, I've been there with her, like, yes, The beneficiaries of her time range from the Historical Society to the Garden Club. Testimonies to her dedication to the Windsor community are her Bridge Builder Award, a Citizen of the Year Award, and her ride as Grand Marshal in the Shad Derby Day Parade. All right. Flo is on the board and also volunteers with the Weekend Wheels and Groceries to Go programs of the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank. During the pandemic, Flo became involved with the Windsor Historical Society in their diversity programs. She was one of the organizers of the Historical Society's centennial celebration. Florence and her husband James have lived in Windsor since 1972. Congratulations, Flo.
You all know I just love Windsor. Thank you all so much, and we got such great people in this town, so have everybody move to Windsor. Thank you. And Ernie came all the way in from Rhode Island. He was the president of the Windsor Food Bank.
She keeps on me, I know. I'm scared of her sometimes.
I know.
Next is my wife, phenomenal woman of Windsor, Sharon Rispoli. A lifelong resident of Windsor, Sharon Rispoli and her family have always been an integral part of the Windsor community. Yes. She began her career at her family restaurant Bart's with her father, Robert Dillon. Following the sale of Bart's, she embarked on a career as a real estate agent, and now you can't miss her name hanging in. Sharon worked diligently to serve the best interests of her clients and become a successful and highly professional realtor. Year after year, she has been the #1 listing and selling agent in Windsor, and year after year has been recognized by Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Northeast as the #1 customer service provider among Berkshire Hathaway agents across Connecticut, Westchester County, New York, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. Wow. I said, no wonder she's never home. As demanding as her career is, Sharon continues to be positive and important contributor to the town of Windsor. She has been recognized for her community work on numerous occasions. For instance, she received the Volunteer of the Year Award for the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank, the Town of Windsor Proclamation for Lifelong Dedication, Citizen of the Year for the Civitan Club, the Windsor Bridge Builder Award from the Human Relations Commission, the State of Connecticut Proclamation for Community Service, the Jerry Hallis Memorial Award from the Windsor Chamber of Commerce, and Citizen of the Year from the Windsor Grange. Ladies and gentlemen, phenomenal woman, Sharon Rispoli. Well, did you want to say something? Did you want to let these women know what's up?
Yeah.
First of all, thank you very much, Judge Washington, my second husband. Thank you. I had the honor and pleasure of working for Judge Washington, so the joke started years ago. But honestly, I just want to say I could not be more humbled and honored to be sitting amongst these exceptional women. I always call myself Windsor's girl. I could not love the community of Windsor more than I do, and everybody that lives here. It is an honor and a pleasure to be in this community. Thank you.
My sons. I'm so proud of them. And they got the flowers from Karen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next phenomenal woman, maybe last, but she ain't least. I get hungry every time I look at her cupcakes on Facebook.
Yes.
See my waistline. This is ladies and gentlemen, our next phenomenal woman of Windsor, Diane Moneta Smith. A true Windsorite, Diane Moneta Smith worked at Brown's Tobacco at age 13. Played in the Windsor Fife and Drum Corps. She won Miss Congeniality at the Shad Derby in 1972. And after raising her family, opened a bakery, Moneta Moments, with her daughter Veronica, all in Windsor. Moneta Moments has been named the most loved bakery in Farmington Valley. Was the third place winner of Best Bakery in Best of Hartford, and won the Sweetest Bakery in Connecticut. Diane lives her motto, teamwork with your community makes your dream work. Diane is a wonderful daughter, wife, mother, grandmother, and my feeder. Ladies and gentlemen, phenomenal woman of Windsor, Diane Moneta Smith. Ladies, let's give them all a round of applause for this. And to all women who celebrate today, may you remember who you are and live out your femininity with gusto, elegance, and grace. Remember, you are phenomenal. Whether you are a woman or a man, remembering with gratitude the women in your life. In the words of Shaka Khan, I'm every woman, that's paraphrasing. Or Helen Reddy, I am woman. Now I'm aging myself. A woman cannot be defined. Thank you, Ketanji Brown Jackson. Congratulations, ladies. For this year's winners, we would like to take a picture for media and press, and then please eat out. That's what that food is for, and the drinks. It's all for you to celebrate you. Thank you all for being here today. And let us know if a phenomenal woman for 2023, young and old. Good night, everybody.